Hi Stampers, it's Christy with Stampin, Texas. When I saw this fun project idea on Split Coast called the Latch Card, I knew I just had to give it a try. And what more fun to use some of the new products that Stampin' has just debuted than to create a latch card with it. So let me show you how the card opens. Basically this right hand side just has a little bit of bend. There's some little grooves there. So you bend it and open it up. Isn't that cute? Now this one I actually created first and had put the blue circle on there and then realized I needed probably a little bit more. But what's fun is it still works. The latch still works just fine and it holds the card closed. So cute. So let me show you what products you're going to need and we'll get started. Okay, the papers you are going to need for this cute latch card. For the card base, it's a piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock, and I cut it to 7.5 by 5.5. In just a moment, I'm going to show you how we're going to score it, so hang tight with me for just a minute. You're going to need 2 white pieces, and they are cut to 3 by 5 1/4. And what that is going to be for the front of the card, and then also a white piece for the inside, and they're exactly the same size. And then this designer paper comes from the Cherry on Top. It's a 6 by 6 designer paper stack, absolutely adorable. And this is 1 by 6, but I like to leave my designer paper series long because I'll actually stick that on there, flip it over, cut it off. So really, you could make it 5 1/4, but it never fails. I cut it too short or something, so I just leave it long. So when I adhere that, I'll just cut it off. But let me set these aside for a moment and let's get to scoring. So get your score tool ready, maybe even a pen and a paper to jot down the measurements, and I'll tell you about the score marks. Okay, with the 7.5 inch side up at the top of your score tool, the first score mark we're going to make is at 3 1/4 inch, just like that. And that is going to create the front flap. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold that over and put it back up there, and so you can see it's right at 3 1/4. And we're going to put 3 more score marks because that's going to be what gives the card the bend. So let me show you on this one. I think, can you see those? There are 3 score marks here along the long side, but there they are. But what that does is it allows it to bend and flex to allow that latch to open and close. So we're going to leave it folded, and then this is the coolest thing about this score tool is you can score on 1/8 of an inch. So we're going to do 3 3/8, then 3 4/8 or 3 1/2, and then 3 5/8. And that's all you need are those 3 score marks. And we're going to be able to adhere our little latch piece right over here on the non-scored edge. So let me get our stamps so we can get to stamping and putting it together. I used the Sprinkles of Life stamp set, and this has got to be the cutest stamp set I think in the whole catalog. I tell you, it is absolutely adorable. Not only can you create little cupcakes, you can make trees, ice cream cones, all sorts of fun things. So I'll be posting more on my blog with all sorts of ideas using this. And you'll want to be sure also to have the coordinating tree builder punch. Absolutely adorable. So we're going to use that today. So let's first do the top part of our cupcake, and we're going to stamp that in Bermuda Bay. And I just have a strip of paper here, so we'll ink that up. Got that piece. Now we're going to stamp the little cupcake base with Daffodil Delight. Here we are. So we're just going to stamp a little bit above that. And I just want to make mention too real quick, I almost forgot. This particular stamp set is the Ronald McDonald Stamp Set of the Year. Basically that means for every set sold, Stampin' Up! Will donate $3 to the Ronald McDonald House Charities. So not only is it an adorable set to add to your stash, it also helps a good cause. So keep that in mind when you're placing your orders. Now with the punch, makes cutting things out easy peasy. Just line that up, and I always stamp first and punch upside down. Now with this piece, there is actually not a punch or a framelit. I know. No whining. So many of my ladies say, what do you mean there's not a punch? But with this particular stamp set, you can do it. It's easy. Let me show you a little tip. See how I go up? I like to go up higher and not cut real low right here. I don't know, I guess that helps me when I'm layering it all together, putting the little cupcake together. It gives me something to kind of stick that to. All right, so there we go with that. Let me get in my other pieces and we'll start putting it all together. All right, I almost forgot. We are going to use Watermelon Wonder and add the little sprinkles on top. Gotta have a little sprinkled on top of your cupcake there. So just very gently, we're going to stamp this like so. Add little sprinkles, and that comes in that Sprinkles of Life stamp set as well. Very cute. Now let's take a look at our pieces we're going to need for the latch. The Bermuda base circle, I punched it out with my 2-inch circle punch, and I have the 2.5-inch circle punch, but I actually used a framelit with this, the circle framelit, and I think this circle framelit is just shy of 2.5. So actually 2.5 would work. But what I did was I got to my circle framelits, gosh what a mess, and I said, okay, which one of these would fit the best? And I just kind of lined it up like that. So I made sure it was going to be bigger to fit that Bermuda Bay piece on. So let's go ahead and adhere those together. So this is going to be our latch. And we can go ahead and stick this little guy on. About like that. We're going to put a dimensional. You just need one or two will work for the top part here. Very cute. Okay, now here is my card base. I've gone ahead and stuck one of the white pieces on the inside, and then I also went ahead and adhered down my piece of cherry on top. And I just want to show you real quick this little 6x6 cherry on top stack. Absolutely adorable. So many fun prints, so bright and cheery. You can use it for birthday or really any occasion. Very cute. So see what I mean? I had the top and the bottom hanging over. So we'll just cut those off like this. Now the next part, we're going to go ahead and stamp. Now here's what I did. I wanted to make sure to line this up just below where my circle piece was. So I actually kind of laid that on there like that without adhering anything, and just made sure it was in the right position, because we're going to use the Bermuda Bay and stamp the words, "You are the sprinkles on the cupcake of life." Very cute. So I'm going to ink that up. Just a nice down and up. There we go. Alrighty. So now let's go ahead and add some adhesive to this guy. And we're going to get the Watermelon Wonder ribbon. Very, very cute ribbon. Oh my goodness. This ribbon is so pretty. Isn't this nice? It's just lacy and really light, and it stretches just a little bit. But what we're going to do is I like to just tie it in a knot, and then I keep my finger in it because I don't want it to completely close on us. Now you know me, tying bows on camera is just not my thing, so let's hope this works, huh? I think this is going to be good. All right, so once you have that, let me show you how it's gonna work getting it on our card. Here we go. Let's get our ribbon on the card. So basically all I've done is keep this circle part up, and we're gonna wrap the sides. Remember I had put adhesive all over the back, so it should stick just fine, like so. And I'm gonna add a little extra adhesive. I don't think we need quite that much ribbon on the back. I'll just cut that off. There we go. So let's put that on the front of our card. And then the cool part is you take your scissors and you can cut it a diagonal or cut straight across, it doesn't matter. And there you've got your little bow on the front. Isn't that cute? And actually I'm going to trim that down probably just a little bit more so it doesn't get in my words. Cute, cute, cute. And then we will add our little latch piece on. Sorry about the camera moving, I bumped it. And all I did on these dimensionals is I like to take one of these edge pieces and we're going to put that on the far right hand side on this, like this, and that's really all that it needs. And I just kind of close the card and stick that right there, and there you go. You got your very own very cute little latch card using the Sprinkles of Life stamp set and the coordinating punch. So for more fun ideas using this stamp set and a lot more, be sure to visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Be happy to answer them. Thanks so much for watching. Happy stamping!